Fever's Caitlin Clark groin might miss game versus Wings' Paige Bueckers. The much-anticipated first professional meeting between Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers might have to wait. Clark's Indiana Fever will visit Bueckers' Dallas Wings on Friday night, but Clark might be unable to play because of a left groin injury that kept her out of her team's 85-75 loss to the Los Angeles Sparks on Thursday in Indianapolis. Clark was the number 1 overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, and Bueckers was the number 1 overall selection this year. The Fever, 7-8, were doing just fine without Clark for 3 quarters against Los Angeles, but they got outscored 35-17 in the fourth to drop to 2-4 in games that Clark has missed. She was sidelined earlier by a quad injury. "We haven't shown a killer instinct yet," Indiana coach Stephanie White said. "We have had a tendency to relax in those moments. We've had empty possessions where we've been too lax with the basketball and have either taken poor shots or not valued every opportunity we have. It's just a moment of mental lapses or mental relaxation that you can't have in this league." Bueckers leads the Wings in scoring 17.7 points per game, assists 5.8 per game and steals 1.8 per game, but it was the arrival of another newcomer, Lee Ueru, that provided a recent boost. Dallas 4-12 started the season 1-11 but has won 3 of 4 games since acquiring Ueru in a trade with the Seattle Storm on June 14. She has averaged 7.3 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 23.5 minutes with her new team. Ueru amassed 10 points and a career-high 15 rebounds when she made her first start for the Wings in a 68-55 victory against the visiting Atlanta Dream on Tuesday. "She's just an amazing player," the Wings' second leading scorer, Arik Augunbol, said of Ueru. "Obviously she hasn't been with us for a long time, but she's a really smart player and she's picking it up. She's a really great player and I'm glad she's on our team." Ueru, who is 6'7", has provided a lift to Dallas defense. She helped the Wings hold Atlanta's Brittney Griner to 2 points and 6 rebounds in 18 minutes. The Dream had a season-low point total and shot just 23.4% from the floor and 7-4-34 20.6% on three-point attempts. Dallas had a 44-37 edge in rebounds. "She is incredibly smart and physical, just really good with her positioning," Wings coach Chris Koechlains said of Ueru. Caitlin Clark's interaction with Kelsey Plum is turning heads. Caitlin Clark was ruled out for Thursday's game between the Indiana Fever and the Los Angeles Sparks, but she still managed to go viral. The former number 1 pick was unavailable to play against the Sparks due to a left groin issue. Fever head coach Stephanie White said Clark underwent an MRI to determine the severity of her injury. She said, "I think it's very much a day-to-day thing. How she responds to treatment." Unsurprisingly, the Fever struggled without Clark on the floor. Kelsey Mitchell and Ari McDonald combined for 34 points in the backcourt, but that wasn't enough to take down the Sparks. The Sparks meanwhile received 21 points from All-Star guard Kelsey Plum. She's been awfully consistent during her first season in Los Angeles. Though we're unsure about Clark's connection with Plum, they had an interesting exchange on Thursday night. After Plum walked past Clark on the bench, she made a face that had everyone's attention. Up next for the Fever is a showdown with the Dallas Wings. Since this game will take place Friday night, there's a good chance Clark will sit out yet again. "Certainly in my mind it is," White said when asked if the quick turnaround will impact Clark's availability. At the same time, she has shown she's tough and a quick healer, so we'll see. The Fever are 2-4 this season without Clark in the lineup. If that doesn't prove her value to the franchise, we're not sure what will. At 7-8, the Fever are 9th in the WNBA standings. They'll need Clark to stay healthy in order to make a serious run during the second half of the season.